Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Data Toolkit. In today's module, we will learn what is the Snowflake layers, how many layers are there. So, storage layer, there are three types of the layer: storage layer, compute layer and cloud layer. So, we will discuss storage layer. So, let's understand what is the storage layer. So, Snowflake store data in compressed columnar format on cloud storage, that is AWS S3, Azure Blob Storage or the Google Cloud Storage. All data stored in Snowflake is encrypted, so no one can use the credentials or the data. Storage layer contain table, database and schema. Data in Snowflake is divided into small optimized block that is called micropartitions. Each micropartitions contain data from multiple rows stored in the columnar fashion. Micropartitions are immutable, that means we can't modify it. Snowflake store metadata for each partitions, enabling quick access to the data. Through the metadata, Snowflake can skip unnecessary micropartitions during the query execution and improving the performance. This is called pruning. So this is the interview question, guys. They will be asked like, what is the pruning? So you can answer like, Snowflake can skip unnecessary micropartitions during query execution. It is also handle the structure, unstructured and the structured data. So structured data and or the semi-structured data. So structured data is integer, string, array, JSON, arrows, Parquet or ORC, and unstructured data means documents, image, audio and video. So let's understand what is the data life cycle in Snowflake. So you can see in the Snowflake, all the standard it will support the DDL and DML operations, which you can perform to organizing and storing the data, to querying and working with the data, as well as removing the data from the system. So you can see here organizing data and the syntax, like you can use the alter command. Then storing the data, you can use insert statement, copy statement. Then querying the data, working with the data and the removing the data. So you can use the drop command, truncate command to remove the data. And in working with the data, you can as per your requirement, you can give the condition. If you want to merge the data, you can use the update merge commands or the queries. Next is the traditional database partitions. So let's understand what is the difference between the traditional system and the Snowflake. So user chooses which table to partition in the traditional system. But in the Snowflake, all the table are partitions automatically with no manual intervention. Then traditional often have larger partition size, several GBs. In Snowflake, micro partitions are typically much smaller, 50 to 500 MB. In traditional system, it scan entire table, means it will do the full scan of table to find the particular record. Once it is meet the record or the condition specific, then also it will do the full scan to find out the another same record is available or not into the table. So this is happen into the traditional system. But in Snowflake, it does not scan the entire table. It directly fetch particular ID because of the metadata. It directly fetch that ID into the partitioning. So it is showing because of metadata. It is showing on that ID in which partition it is available. Then micro partitions, as we already discussed, all the data in Snowflake table is automatically divided into the micro partitions. Data is encrypted. The size is 500 to 50 to 500 MB uncompressed data, and group of rows table are mapped into the individual micro partition and organized the columnar fashion. So Snowflake store the metadata about all the rows stored in micro, that includes the range of value for each of the column, the number of distinct value and additional property used for both the optimization and efficient query processing. So micropartition is automatically performed on all the Snowflake table, and table are transparently partitioned using the ordering of the data it is inserted or loaded. Next is the micro partition and data clustering. So you can see In Snowflake, as data is inserted or loaded into the table, clustering metadata is collected and recorded for each micropartition created during the process. So this is the logical structure and this is the physical structure. So you can see in logical structure there are 24 rows which is equally partitions or divided into the 4 micropartitions into the type, name, country and date. So you can see 243 232 243 232. In this way, this is done the micro partitioning. So guys, if you feel this video is informative and if you understand about the what is the storage layer, micro partition, data life cycle, so if you feel this video is really informative, please subscribe to our channel Data Toolkit for the more great content. Like the video to show your support and comment the below with your thoughts or questions. So we love hearing from you. Thank you for watching this video. Keep learning and growing.